Hello my divine kings and queens, I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be talking about is people wanted a problem. Absolutely, people wanted a problem, and now God gonna solve them. Because a lot of people, I just feel like in life, have just been creating unnecessary drama and obstacles in your life because of these deep-rooted insecurities and dramas and problems and issues that they're drumming up, that they're saying that they have for you. A lot of people are trying to keep their secrets on the low. A lot of people don't want to be exposed in this season, but this is what I'm saying. For a lot of people who thought that they was going to run up you by following in your footsteps, by going through the back door to get to the front door, people wasn't bold enough to come around to the front door and just hit their problems and hit you direct with it. You get what I'm saying? People was coming up behind you, doing things behind your back. Behind your back, they was doing these things, working with people behind your back, right? Forging documents, cashing out checks. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, everything that people did to want to hold you back in life, and this is what I'm saying, this is the sad thing. A lot of people go through identity crisis and want to blame it on mental health. Mental health ain't got you going through acting fucking crazy. Own what you go through. Own how low you are on your self-esteem. Own your deep-rooted insecurities. Own that. Because when you're a grown woman and you're a grown man, you don't project. You self-reflect. And then you go somewhere and you go heal to go work on whatever it is that you feel about yourself, rather than trying to sit up here and hold back and degrade and devalue and demean someone else. But this is what I'm saying. The very things that people were using to hold you back, God is about to use to catapult you forward. That's what you didn't understand. I have to tell people all the time just to breathe life back into themselves, you know what I'm saying? Just to motivate them, inspire them to just get up every day, because family will do you in. Exes, fake people will do you in when they don't mean you no good, and they see an opportunity to benefit and capitalize and cash out on your downfall. You get what I'm saying? On your naivety, on you being in the blind. And that's what I'm saying. There's going to come a point in time where their lies, their deceit is not going to reach certain realms. What I mean by that is people's life is going to be a direct reflection as to how they've treated you and how they've gone about living their life. And so I keep telling people, you know what I'm saying? You think that you've gotten away with something, but God sit high and look low. Maybe because you don't believe in him, you don't think that he exists, you don't think that he can balance out things, you know what I'm saying? But God is handling your lightweight in this season because he has to move you forward. People are going to hold you back and keep you down because they know how great you can be. A lot of people don't want you to do what they have not been able to do. Some people don't want their secrets to be exposed, and you a whistleblower. The best way they know how to do this is to come at you and have to make you look bad. They have to come at you and have things go wrong in your life, cause things to go wrong in your life, cause people to flip on you and view you in a certain perspective, in a light that's not your own. All of this because these people did not want to do right. All of this because these people was operating in low vibrational activity against you. All of this because people wanted to sit up here and one up you. How can you one up someone by following in their footsteps and taking their hand-me-downs? You can only one up someone when you decide to be a bigger person and be a different individual. You get what I'm saying? And do something different and blaze your own trail and work what works best for you. That's the only way that you can truly one up somebody, right? Is if you step out from what this person has done. You say, you know what? This person had this experience, or this person went through this. Let me go this route, and let me go in this direction, and let me take this path, and let me see how that works for me. And if it works well for me, then I found my niche. I found my craft. I found my area of expertise that I know well about and that I'm good at. But if I'm always following behind somebody's footsteps, sleeping with who this person's sleeping with, wanting to be this person, want to take from this person, hire from this person, keep this person down, how can I ever come up myself? And then there's going to come a time where I can't even look and face myself for the things that I've done, the injustices that I've served towards other people. Again, like I say, there's gonna come a time, like I say, God gonna make this right. And people can either look at the writings on the wall and heed to his warning and come out and make this right, or they can sit back and slowly but surely have everything go wrong in their life. Like I said, they already being hit with it. This is like really giving me, you feel what I'm saying? No bad deed goes unpunished, right? No bad deed goes unpunished. It's really giving like no matter, I really want to say final destination, right? Hashtag final destination. What was supposed to happen, they escaped it, but did they really? Because it came back in different forms, in different aspects, hitting people not in order. But whatever was supposed to happen that didn't happen, it still has to happen to balance things out, but it's not gonna happen the way that people think it's gonna happen. So what I mean by that is, people thought they got away with something. But how you getting away with it when disease has struck your body? Huh? Out of nowhere. You was just as clean and healthy as a horse before they sat up here and came up with these plans against you. Now they think they done got away with something, now disease done struck their body. Just as quick as they got the money gone. Huh? And you ain't nowhere to be found for people to keep coming up off of you. Yeah. And like I said, you know, I really ain't gonna go there, but like I said, death can even come for people. Death can possibly come for people depending on how hard they came for you, because they was trying to cover what they had did against you. If a person is set up here calling you crazy, putting people on your path, putting people in your neighborhood because they done set up here and did some fraud in your name, you know what I'm saying, done cashed out something, done forged this, done screwed this, wanted you to be down in the worst way because of jealousy that they have for you, envy that they have for you, deep-rooted insecurities. I'm telling you, this jealousy runs deep, baby. Jealousy can kill. Jealousy can cause a person want to sit up here and not give a damn about how they forfeiting and giving up their freedom until it really hits what they have done, that they not gonna get away with this. Now that's when people want to start distancing themselves and saying who they didn't know, who they didn't partner with, who they didn't have sex with behind your back, what they didn't steal, what they didn't do, what they didn't mean to do. You was nowhere to be found. Nobody could get in contact with you, but they ain't try hard damn enough. Just like they try hard to do wrong. They ain't try hard enough to find different areas and loopholes to get in contact with you the right way. Oh, okay. You don't want to talk to these people because you done, you remembering everything. You like I said, even though you forgave, you never forgot. If they'll do it to you back then and act like you and treat you like you ain't their child, treat you like they ain't care for you, treat you like you ain't their family, treat you like they don't love you, show you that they don't appreciate you, then why would you keep sticking around? You heed to the warnings. You know how to read the writings on the wall. These people don't. And like I said, God gonna use the very thing that they was trying to use to hold you back, to keep you down, because like I said, these lies and these deceits not gonna reach certain realms. So when it reaches God and he sees everything these people have done and said against you, and he starts causing issues to go wrong in their life, blockages to start popping up unnecessarily out of the blue, while you sitting up here blazing your new trail and your new path and want nothing to do with these people, they ain't gonna have nobody to blame but themselves, and they gonna understand why they're going through what they're going through. It's not gonna be a question in their mind as to why everything is going wrong and going kaput in their life, because they're gonna know, and they're gonna know immediately, like, what we did could have killed this person. They could have killed themselves. What we did, that poison could have took their body, but it didn't. All that hell, all that strife, getting people to go up against you, treat you a certain way, you could have offed yourself, but you didn't. The struggles, the poverty, the blockages, and you out here trying to take care of yourself, take care of your responsibilities, reach certain goals in your life, could have fucking drove you crazy, but it didn't. So when they start going through things in their life and it's gonna start hitting them, yeah, you may not get physical prison time. It may not hit you in the physical, but spiritually, your life ain't gonna never be right. Your life as you know it was over with once people decided to sit up here and want to come for you and stand for you, because they didn't want you to sit up here and keep blazing the trail. They didn't want you to keep rising, keep elevating, keep succeeding. Let them keep on watching. Let them keep on trying to sit up here and affect and slow down and hold things off for you, thinking that they're doing something, not even realizing on the back end God is creating a different path for you. And this very well could be tied to how these people have held you back. He will use what they did to hold you back and let that be the strength, because see what I'm saying? You feeling all of this. You're feeling what it feels like to struggle, what it feels like to go through and be impoverished, what it feels like to lose, what it feels like to be delayed, what it feels like to be blocked off, what it feels like to be restricted, what it feels like to be ostracized, what it feels like to be overlooked, what it feels like to be rejected. So now, you know what I'm saying? All those emotions is flowing through you, all those different energies, all those different people, all those different memories, all those different cycles. And as a whole, you're using that and you're utilizing that and you're channeling that into something positive for yourself. In whatever shape, way, form, or fashion it may be, when you speak, people can hear the conviction in your voice. They know you done been through something. Oh, you went through that shit. Ain't no taking back from that. Ain't no I'm on here speaking it's just to speak it because I want to be famous. Wherever it's going to go, God's going to let it go. And whatever has been happening to you, God allowed that to happen so you can feel it. So even though God allowed these people to do what they did and you was held off, you was blocked, that was because he needed you to get a little bit more rigid. You know what I'm saying? I need you to feel a little bit something more. So when you speak that fire, oh, okay. When you speak that truth, oh, okay. When you speak that word, when you deliver that message, it's going to hit people, in such a way where it's like, hold on, I resonate with that. I've been through that. I suffered through that, and I overcame that too. And it feels good. I feel good. It's a sense of calm, a sense of peace, knowing that I'm not the only one out here battling this and going through this by myself. No one can take that from you. No one can duplicate, replicate, and copy that. Are they trying to replicate, duplicate, and copy your struggles, what you went through? So don't try to damn copy and follow through and follow in somebody's footsteps, thinking you want up at somebody. You ain't even gone through the shit that they've gone through to be where they are, to speak how they speak, to deliver how they deliver, to move and think how they move and think. It's crazy as hell how people can't sit up here and be themselves, bro. And because of that, they can't be themselves. They hate the hell out of you, that you love being yourself. That you know who you are. And you ain't finna settle for less. Stop letting these broke niggas treat you like you regular. You deserve better. If this ain't no plea deal, please don't settle. Walk past that mirror and say, fuck that, I'm pressure. Yeah. Stop letting these broke niggas treat you like you regular. You is a boss, yeah. You deserve better. This ain't no plea deal, please don't settle. Walk past that mirror and say, fuck that, I'm pressure. Straight out of that 305 Kingsway Projects, baby. Play with it, don't play with me. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together, we gonna slide together, like I say. Let me tell you something. Woo! You can go through the worst things in your life. Have everything stripped from you. And it's in that moment. The reason why you have not lost your mind, I'm saying something. The reason why you have not off yourself, I'm saying something. The reason why you have not just let yourself go is because God has a bigger plan. He has a bigger purpose. And if he is rerouting you to a different direction, a different point, of your life, it's because at the end of the day, he always saw greatness in you. God is using you because of the experiences that you've been through. Who I'm talking to? God is using you because of the experiences that you've been through. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you older, whether you younger, whether you've been through something, whether you haven't been through something, God is something somewhere along the line across the spectrum. You have gone through something in your life, and God is using you to reach other people who have gone through the very same things that you've gone through. Let me tell you something. It's going to trigger you, and it's going to hurt the hell out of you that your own fam didn't want to see you, and they've been causing this shithole and ruckus and rut in your life, man. That you've had to constantly, people done did a number on you. All this shit, all of this, you've had to keep battling. That should have been your life. All these battles. Losing, building back up again, being held back, having to still yet be calm to think about what your go forward plan is going to be. God is using you in such a way to where you may think it was a punishment. But I'm telling you, with what he about to do for you right now, baby, he is in so many ways. And don't cry. He's showing you, man, I seen all your tears. And in so many ways, the way that God is working this out right now, not just for you, but for your enemies too, man. He had to come up off his throne and show people what this really is. He got to put his foot down. Because when prayers go up, blessings come down. No bad deed goes unpunished. You didn't deserve that shit, and they know you didn't. All because they put money? Because people felt some type of way? They had to completely invade your privacy. Completely disregard your spiritual boundaries. Ran in packs. Everybody as a whole was only pulling together because of their mutual hate and disdain for where you was going and where your life was at that point whenever they came up with these plans. God is showing you in so many ways. I've seen every tear. I heard every scream. Every time you took all your anger out on that ball, on that chair, just pulling, just, ooh, oh, however y'all take y'all anger out, you know what I'm saying? So nobody will hear you, you know, trying to, the muffled cries. Okay, who I'm talking to? In the bathroom with it. You know what I'm saying? Got the shower head going on, man, but you ain't really going in there to take no shower. If you don't care about no eating, man, you in there to try to release because it's a burden on your soul and your spirit. Oh, my God. Y'all tired of this shit. They act like they ain't have no calm. They act like they ain't have no calm. And I'm telling you, they're scared because you should have been dead by now. They're scared because something should have already paid off by now. Something should have already been closed. It's something. I do not have to lie, baby. Something didn't go as planned. And that was a sign that everything else is finna unfold and unravel in these people's lives, and it's not going to be a good thing. Why did they mess with you, though? Why did they stir the pot, not understanding who the fuck pot they was sitting up here messing with? When you cook in your pot, you cut your peppers, you cut your onions, you put your meat, you put your seasonings, you do with your broth, whatever the fuck you do. You ain't worrying about what somebody else and where they got their recipes and their ingredients from. You ain't looking over there, but people want. So God had to set balance because you don't fuck nobody. And you do that because you want a certain level of peace in your fucking life. So when you're not messing with somebody, you still ain't got peace? Oh, absolutely not, baby. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When you sitting up here not trying to do back to people what they've done to you and you still don't have peace? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. God is showing you in so many ways. I sit high and I do look low. No bad deed goes unpunished. For every cry, for every death, for every loss, for every delay, for every disappointment, every opportunity that was not yours. You understand what I'm saying? But should have been yours. Everything that ever fell between your fingers. It was like I just had it. I was just there. No bad deed goes unpunished. Eventually, the scales have to be balanced because what you did that all on your own. There was no reason. If there was a reason, God knows how to properly assess certain situations. This is how balance comes about in people's lives. He can't give you balance and do for you when you being ungrateful. And I'm saying something, you gonna hate me. You could be going through the worst periods and things up in your life, but if you still got a roof over your head, oh, okay. Who I'm talking to? I ain't finna reach everybody. I ain't finna be everybody's cup of tea. You may be going through the worst shit up in your life, but you had a roof over your head. Oh, okay, you still had clothes. You still had shoes. Bills were still yet getting paid. Some things had to get offset. Some things you had to let go. Some things you had to put on the back burner. But you still alive. Hashtag plies. Hashtag I'm pressure. Like I say, you know, you got to show, even though God is telling you to show yourself more grace. You know, you didn't know everything. You didn't think people would stoop this damn low and then try to hide it. All these years, people just showed their hand, man. That they ain't never cared for you. They ain't never want shit for you. It could be anybody else, just not you. Whatever the hell reason, secrets people got with that, with why they hate you so damn bad, and you ain't never did nothing to them. Why they hate you so bad, but they birthed you. Oh, okay. Why they didn't want nothing, what was good for you or best of favorable outcomes for your life, but sat up here and played like they did to your face. Oh, okay. Too many people been going through that back, though. God forcing people to come through that fucking front, though. You bold to come up with the plans, but you ain't bold to let people know that it was your idea. Oh, okay, no, we ain't doing that. Like I said, God is showing you in so many ways with the way that he's balancing everything out, that he didn't let this go unnoticed. That at the end of the day, these people's lives cannot reach certain realms. And what I mean by that is, it cannot, God is not the author of confusion. So he's not going to sit up here and condone, right? And endorse and support confusion. So when people sitting up here want to keep you in the blind and want to lie and stuff like that, it can reach but so many people, because these people didn't like you either. These people didn't want you to be good. So it's like all these different people knowing who they can go to, knowing who they should go to, because they know deep down in the back of their head, in the back of their mind, they don't like you either. So if I go around them and I say something about you, they ain't finna sit up here and try to check me about it, because they don't like you either. But let me tell you something. Can you take that to God? Because God always loves you. Like I say, you got to start at the end of the day showing yourself more grace, and at the end of the day giving more gratitude, and being grateful and thankful to the Most High, because despite the situation and how it went down, there's still yet hope for your life. You still yet got your wits about you. You still yet got a grip on this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the bad seeds that got to get weeded out and got to get cleared out. And however the hell that God is about to do it, whether willingly or forcefully, that you need to pull on up and give this shit up. It's a wrap. Ain't finna be no more after this. You calling stuff out, and people are seeing almost like when people make you a test dummy and want to sit up here and publicize your struggles. You know what I'm saying? Your outcomes in life, when they were sitting up here and secretly had a hand for why these outcomes is playing out the way that they did in your life. You understand what I'm saying? It was almost like they expected people to laugh. Everybody was supposed to laugh at this. Everybody was supposed to sit up here and be on their side because it was you. They just thought for sure they had it in the bag that everybody was going to be down for this. They thought for sure they had it because everybody was going to be down. Everybody was going to laugh. Everybody was going to woo, woo, woo. Ooh, you came up with this, woo, woo, woo. But you got certain people that are sitting back. They can't help who they done got in partnerships with. Can't help who they still yet choose to deal with, whether it's family, whatever the case may be. There are certain people, everybody ain't rotten, baby. They looking at how you overcame. Not what these people caused for you. Not how you lost it. But looking at how you overcame and know the way you handle it, the masses wouldn't have handled it like that. And so even though what was set up to be your humiliation, what was set up to be your demise, what was set up to be your destruction is going to catapult you to the next level, right? It was sent with the intentions to hold you back. But see, okay. Like I said, it was sent, it was projected, it was planned to hold you back. But what it did was give people and have people look at you with a new set of eyes. It's not funny when you're strong enough to get through the shit and still yet making plans for your future. It's not funny when you can sit up here and go up against these conglomerates and groups of people, packs of people, masses of people who do not like you, got other people to work with them, not to like you, to do certain things to you, to lie on you, to sit up here and do this. They knew you did not deserve. They knew you was a peaceful person. They knew they wanted to disturb and disrupt and uproot everything up in your life because they was upset with the fact of how God was favoring you and blessing you. They wanted to play God in your life. They thought it was bigger. They thought it was better. They thought they could backdoor you. And in their mind, they backdoored you because they thought it was going to one-up you and thinking it was going to hold you back. And all what God did was use it to catapult you forward and use it to, like I say, open up roads for you, put you in certain places, put you in certain rooms that you never thought you would be in. All publicity, whether it's good or bad, is publicity. You know what I mean? Even though this was set up and it was all bad, it roused people up and, regarding your name, regarding your path, regarding your purpose, regarding your strength, your tenacity. You understand what I'm saying? Your wits, your wisdom. So even though you didn't want certain things to be publicized, you didn't want things to go a certain way, you wish you could go back. Be grateful and be thankful that you are where you are in your life, because I'm telling you, it had to go this way. These people wasn't gonna stop, man. There was no way, especially when it's family. How the hell? They know too much about you. They seen you. They looking into you. So it had to go this way because people had to get exposed for how low down and rotten and selfish they are. They don't love nobody. They love how life can be if things are stable in their life. If things are going good, if things are positive, that's gonna get stripped. Because if it was built off of the back and off the base of you falling down, of you being in the blind, of you being hurt, of you being held back, there's no possible way that they thought they was gonna sit up here and maintain this. God is showing you no bad deed goes unpunished. I heard every tear. I felt every pain, every groaning. You was frustrated, you was tired, you was over it. Somehow, some way, you made it here to this stage of your life. And it's nothing that nobody gonna be, that's what they seeing. Something about you is different. Something about you is special. You don't operate like the normal person do. And for that, you're getting respect, not being laughed at. You should have went and acted a completely different way, but you didn't. For that, you're getting respect. You're not getting laughed at. These people who were behind it are the ones who getting gossip and rumor about. Little do they know. People may sit up here and play one way to your face. Just like I say, you fake, you attract fake. They may sit up here and not let you know just because they was down for it, just because they let you sit around their house and talk shit about somebody else. As soon as you leave, they talking shit about you, not about that person who you was talking shit about. See, that's how things work. Get your life. Get your mind. Get your own identity. These people could never walk a mile in your shoes, yet they kept sitting up here thinking that they was going to backdoor you. What it shows is people repeating cycles and going up against you and not loving themselves. They couldn't expect it that things was going to go the way they wanted to go and that they was going to one-up you when they sitting up here and gathering things, their whole life, their whole blueprint of how they operate, who they want to sleep with, everything. They're gathering all of that from your life, and they're taking it and saying, I could do better, instead of just coming up with something on their own. It don't never end well. It never ends well when you do things like that. When you don't know how to be yourself. When you don't know how to love yourself because you don't know how to encourage yourself. You can't. You done been put down so much. Imagine, like I said, if this is family, for how family put you down. Imagine why they do that to you. Somewhere along the line, somebody did it to them. And they all being toxic, just all decided to just stick around one another. It's crazy, man. You had to break away in order to break free, in order to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Because you was never going to be nothing in your life. And they swear up and down, it didn't matter what you did or where you went, they was always going to be and have a hand and a say-so of your life. But this is what I'm saying. When you are able to take back the reins and control of your life by saying God will, the masses and the people in this society, what they operate off of, fortune, fame, power, control, complete dominion over people, right? That's what gives people satisfaction. So when you sit up here and you snatch that away from them, that's why you're getting respect, you're not getting laughed at. When you snatch that away from them, you say, you could sit up here and think that you blocking me off from opportunities and thinking nobody will give me a new opportunity. God will. You could sit up here and think that you sitting up here and making me look bad to a lover, making me look bad to somebody, and thinking I would never have love in my life, thinking nobody will ever give me a stable, sustainable, long-lasting love offer that will stand the test of time. You thinking nobody will ever be able to give me that. I will never be offered that. God will. God will make a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Like I say, you just had to go through certain things. You had to get a little rigid, get a little fire beneath you. You had to go through one last rodeo in order to open up your eyes to where you was blinded. You was blinded by these people, whether it's your mother, your father, your aunts, your cousins, baby fathers, baby mothers, strangers, friends, people that you encountered. You were blinded, and you were blinded because you thought people had more respect for you than what they showed. You thought people at least would have enough common decency, you know what I'm saying, to properly assess the situation and to be grown-ups. But people didn't want to be grown-ups. They all were children, and they all wanted to be petty. You understand what I'm saying? Whether they had jobs that they needed to uphold, positions that they should have been upholding, that should have allowed them and placed them in a situation to show you more honor, integrity, and respect than what the hell they did, they didn't uphold you. They upholded other bullshit. People who were more codependent, more low vibration and toxic than you, but sat up here and played like they was religious. Sat up here and showed you something that made you trust them, thinking that they would do you different. And everybody showed their hand. This is why I tell you, man, don't put that expectation on people, on mere humans. Because I keep telling you, people going to be human at the end of the day. It don't matter if they a pastor. Don't matter if they a prophetess. Don't matter if they go to Bible study. It doesn't matter if they run a nonprofit. It doesn't matter what position, what title they hold in your life. You put so much expectation on people, they'll break and they'll show you who they really are. They're going to always resort back to what? An animal is an animal at the end of the day that resorts back on what when they have to survive? Animal instincts. Okay, so when you sit up here and put too much expectations on people and people back up against the wall, what the hell you think they finna do? It's human nature. So I keep telling people, ain't nobody perfect. So when you sit up here and people thought they were gonna sit up here and backdoor you to one up you, that don't even fucking sound right. The math ain't mathing. Make that make sense. How can you one up someone and you had to go through the back door just to try to one up them? In order for you, in your mind, you thought the best way for me to one up this person, I had to backdoor him. That means backdoor means they going behind your back, taking your hand-me-downs. They going behind your back, going behind your face, making faces behind your back. They ain't doing shit to your face. They let you know that they making the faces behind your back. So why the hell, if they couldn't do it to your face, why they doing it behind your back? If they couldn't say the shit in passing, why they wait till you leave the room? Oh, okay. People know they lied. People know that they sat up here and cashed out on a check. They forged. They lied. They did things. Gathered people. Paid people. Things don't just get said to get said out of the damn blue. They all wanted this. And it's crazy because what you went through from physical, mental, sexual, emotional abuse, being told that you're crazy, you're stupid, you ain't gonna amount to shit, nobody will ever love you, gonna always be single, you this, you dumb, you don't know how to live, you don't know how to do this, laughing, you got book smarts, you ain't got street smart, all of this, but they set up all this shit, set it up for you to even For these people to even be in your presence, for things to even go the way that they did, they had to set this up, which means they had to work. They had to burn the midnight oil just to come up with these plans, just to have you out in the worst way. Let me tell you something. If you so bad and you did all these things to people, and you sold whatever it is that people done said about you, I don't know what the hell people done said, but clearly it's so bad to the point people don't even know how to tell you what they did, because to tell you, they can't tell you a snippet without telling you everything. And if they tell you everything, oh yeah, they can't even face themselves. The mess they done said, they in a mess. They in a mess. I'm telling you. In order to keep from having to take accountability on what they did, they ignore it. That means they somewhere just ignoring it. Just life goes on. Well, they ain't talking to us. But deep down inside, when people are by themselves and they know what they've done, they recollect what they've done, they know why you ain't coming around, why you ain't talking, they feel bad. Because they know that the reason why you're moving the way you're moving now is because you're tired. And that should not have been your life. All that uprooting, all that upheaval, all that beating, all that taking, and you didn't know what the fuck you was going to do, how you was going to make a way. But somehow, some way, you pushed long enough to make it to this day. You pushed to get your kids. Ooh. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this covering, for this shield, for this protection, for this grace, this favor, this mercy that you showed upon me and my kid. Thank you, Father God. Some way, if you made it across this video right now, oh, the God got that devil, got that monkey up off your back. I'm telling you, because it was going to ride your ass to an early grave. And God had too much plans for you. These people that are on you, they need to take whatever it is that they feel about you. They need to take it up with God instead of taking it out on you. And that's how Mary had a little lamb feast his white snow. You didn't ask for this. You didn't pine for this. You would have never done this had you not been pushed and forcefully placed in this position. So if God can forcefully place you somewhere, he's going to forcefully get you at the end of the day, no matter what you go through, no matter what people say, no matter what they take you through. He will forcefully get you to where he needs you to be. Amen. People know how you coming. It's crazy when you can even yet be in a position after it's all said and done to yet inspire and gain the respect of your enemies. That's crazy. You know that's God working. You know that's God working. I say it all the time. It don't matter what people do, man. At some point, the scales have to be balanced. It's crazy. People had to sit up here and forfeit destinies, blessings. You know what I'm saying? Put their freedom on the line. Whatever they did, they knew it was criminal. They knew it wasn't right. They knew it wasn't fair. They knew it wasn't just. So when this balance and this thing come around and things start turning, they need to accept that. That's why I tell you, that's why they holding that to their chest, the struggles, what they going through now. They don't want people to know, because let me tell you something, when people sit up here and work against other people and go towards other people, when they think that you the clown and you the fucking joke, and then God starts sitting up here balancing out things in your life, like I said, he's showing you in so many ways, because he knows you, ooh. God is restoring your faith in him. He didn't give up on you because you got weary, because you was grown weary or you were tired. He said, I'm going to set things out to where I can restore your faith in me. That's how you know he got a plan for you. He ain't giving up on you, even though you're getting tired. And then with him restoring your faith in him, right? And him doing that for you, showing you that no bad deed goes unpunished. In so many ways, it's like by him setting up the balance, because people thought they was going to run to people, take information back, laugh at you, bully you to bully you to death. God is lifting that and ending that, because what they set out for your demise and your destruction and to humiliate you, there are certain people who are seeing everything from the beginning to the end, how this played out, and seeing how you played things out, how you worked things out, how you thought through things, how you got from here to there, how you was smart enough to get up, move before people made they move. People can't even laugh at you. They got to respect you, because anybody else that would have been in that situation, it should have went the way that they wanted it to go. But with you, it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go, because God is forcefully taking you to where he needs you to go. And I tell you, these people ain't going to come out and want to tell people. God gonna have to forcefully remove that cloak too and show people what they're going through so they could face the music. They don't want people to know because of how they made you feel. That's what that is. They don't want people to know that they losing things, losing jobs, they money getting tight because of what they took you through. That's what that is. That's why they being secret about it. They don't know how to come out. And they for sure don't know how to come back to you and ask you for help. That's crazy when they can't even go to people because they done talked about you so bad to these damn people. Now they ass struggling. Blow they whole what they going through if they go to these people and ask these people for help. But they can't come back to you and ask you for help either. Because they didn't respect you. They didn't uphold you. They didn't talk highly of you. They talked shit about you. Demeaned you. Devalued you. Laughed at you. And now that they're going through the very same thing, even towards these people who they set up here and did this mess with against you, they all feeling it. They all going through it. God going down the list. Hashtag restoring. Hashtag God is, hashtag restore my faith. Hashtag restore my faith. God, ask God to restore your faith. I'm telling you, God is restoring your faith in him by how he is setting out things to work in your life and clearing your paths for you to move forward because you was patient when you was frustrated. You was patient when you didn't even want to hear nothing about patience. You couldn't even spell patience if your life depended on it. You were fed up. You were through. But somehow, some way, you made it through. God won't bring you to it if he don't have no intentions of bringing you through it. No bad deed goes unpunished. No bad deed goes unpunished. Like I say, they wanted a problem, God gonna solve them. Because whatever the hell problems that they had, they finna realize that it wasn't no problem at all because you wasn't a problematic person. You wasn't somebody that people could sit up here and boldly say, they created drama with me. They was a shit starter. They did this. No, people did it to you. And they don't know how to take accountability for it because after they did it to you, you know what I'm saying? You didn't react the way that people thought you would react. You picked the fuck up and you left. And people never heard from you again. Now you left people where they had you messed up at. Whether they thinking about it or not. Whether they got regret or not. Whether they wish they could take things back and do things different. And be a grown-up about the situation. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to get in bed with people, whether they was old or young, and get in bed with people who they knew didn't like you, was making faces at you, and didn't have no reason to make these faces, but it was just being petty and low and ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, baby. I'm telling you. It don't have no age range of who it can operate through and who it could come from. I'm going to tell you that right now. In church, out of church. Religious, not religious. Old, young. It don't. Related, non-related. Ignorance is ignorance. Childishness is childishness. Injustice is an injustice. No matter how you slice or dice it. They did absolutely too much to you that was uncalled for. This is your life. They shouldn't have took great pride in fucking with it. Because I'm telling you, now God is about to set the scales and he's about to set things and set the record straight. No bad deed goes unpunished. I've said it so many times with the writings on the wall. Did you not believe me? Did you not want to hear me? Did you not want to heed to the warning when I said, bring no harm to my prophet? Oh, okay. Touch not my anointed. Oh, okay. They clearly didn't want to hear. They clearly didn't want to heed to that because they clearly didn't believe in God. So whatever they're going through right now is making them believer. It's making them a believer. They're going through things that they never been through in their whole life. Everything for all this bad things that they was going, they was always getting away with it. Always getting away with it. Did it to you and fucked up the whole operation. They know why they diseased. They know why they infected. They know why they feeling sick and don't want to damn go to the doctor to figure this shit out. What's wrong with them? You know what's wrong with you. You know what you wished upon another individual. You know how you was spiritually crossing this person's boundaries, doing spell work on them. And you kept doing it. Because you kept wanting to keep something on lock. Keep something a secret. They want something to be exposed. You ain't God. And as long as when you get that through your thick skull, that's when things will start balancing out and getting right for you. Until then, it's going to keep going the way that it's going. But like I say, stop letting these broke niggas to treat you like you regular. You is a boss. You deserve better. This ain't no plea deal. Please don't settle. Walk past that mirror and say, fuck that, I'm pressure. Like I said, they want a problem, now God finna solve them. Whether they call 1-800-FIX-MY-MENTAL or not, God finna fix it for them forcefully, since they didn't want to do it willingly. Oh, okay. Shouldn't have had no damn problem with you. Shouldn't have created these fake ass problems and reports and lies and shit because they didn't want to leave you alone and respect the fact that you had made it out of something. Overcame all the bullshit and abuse that they subjected you to. From a child all the way up to your adulthood. They didn't want people to know that abuse that they had subjected you to. They didn't want people to know how messed up they was. All what you had to overcome by the grace of God that you were still here. In your right mind. Flourishing. Moving forward. You got a perfect peace within you. Okay. We washing ourselves clean, man. Whew. We washing ourselves clean. Walking out of that negativity, walking out of that darkness, and we stepping into the light. You understand what I'm saying? We are being renewed. We are being restored. God is vindicating us. People gonna have to get to know you all over again. Because you ain't that same person that you used to be. God stepping in, baby. He's showing people in so many ways. This wasn't the 1, the 2, nor the 3. I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you wanted. You didn't want it to be them. I don't give a damn. It wasn't your choice. It wasn't your decision to make. And you shouldn't have played God trying to sit up here and ruin and uproot everything that was good in this person's life, thinking that I was going to do you one solid and do you one better. Because you wanted to backdoor somebody, thinking that that was your way and your plan to one-up somebody by backdooring them. Gutter as hell. And they being exposed for being that way. You don't be that nasty, but then don't want people to know that you that nasty. It's crazy as hell. Go fix yourself. Go do something. This ain't no mental health. Your ass just devilish, and you need to go get healed and go get saved. Go get dipped. Go spray some holy water on you. But whatever you do, you ain't finna do this again. Oh, okay. Like I say, what they use to want to hold you back, God is using to catapult you forward. Because you felt all of that. You was going through the growing pains. That was God's plan all along. So when you came up out of it this time, it's spitting that fire, guns are blazing, and trails are blazing too. Okay? You didn't ask for this. God appointed you to this position. And they thought that it was going to sit up here and dethrone you because it was a pack of them that all felt some type of way about you with they overgrown ass. Grow up. Like I said, they wanted a problem. They wanted war. Well, square up. You better get every weapon in your arsenal. You better go ahead and put that team back together. You better go ahead and have a conference call. Because like I said, you just drummed up some shit that you ain't just going to be able to close the door and scoot, clean up on aisle 9. Hell no. God finna settle the score with this. And however he chooses to settle it, he ain't going to end it. He ain't finna stop till he say and he ready to make it stop. This is why you don't sit up here and mess with people who ain't messing with you. This is why you sit up here and you do things in decent order every single time. Because now, even though you want to make it right, that don't mean that the karma finna stop. You finna go through that the same way that the collective had to sit up here and go through it. And God didn't come right away when he wanted them to. We begged. We cried, damn. Pulled out our hair if we had to. Punched the wall if we had to. Took long showers, went one walk. He didn't come. He's going to come when he says the right time. They finna feel it. Pray for them. Say a prayer, because you know how hard that shit was for you. See, these people, this is why they do the things that they do, because they can't take the hard road. Everything got to be an easy way out. Everything got to be a back door. Be secret with it. The very thing that the enemy thought they was going to use to take from you ended up adding to you, right? Things of what they was doing, tactics, plans, strategies to stifle your growth, getting you shadow banned, screwing with everything, you know, messing with your business, trying to sit up here and wish things upon your kids. It was projecting. It was, oh my God. What they thought they was doing to take from you, all what they ended up doing was adding to you, because you learn from these experiences. Like I said, you learn from these growing pains. You took something from that cycle and from that outcome, from that phase of your life that you went through, that was single-handedly prepared and created and orchestrated by that of your enemies. Your enemies is including those close family members and immediate family members. It could be your parents, it'd be exes, baby fathers, baby mothers. They didn't get away with shit. They know why you moving the way that you moving. They ain't so smart like they thought they was. This is why you don't sit up here and try to be a criminal when that's not your expertise. That's not your background. People about to learn they should have done things in decent and right order. I'm telling you. You really about to start showing people in so many ways, like, God really do exist, man. I ain't believe in him. I ain't think that I would get, you know, to hit like this. God really do exist. And also what you learn, when God tell you to go, get your pride, get your ego out the way, go. You know, but I had to learn, you know, why God didn't work when I wanted him to work. Then I was getting contracts back when I was at where I was at around a group of women, man. You know, I put respect upon the ones who was in position, who were older. When I found out you was just as childish as the ones who was sitting up here coming up against me, claiming they ain't like me, I lost all respect. These are people who said they was prophets. These are people that said they go to Bible study, but you sitting up here seeing somebody making a face. I wouldn't have laughed. I would have stood right there. I wouldn't have laughed. That's not fucking funny. You old as hell and sit up here making faces behind somebody's back, but you can't do it to their face. And I always said, you know, at the end of the day, whether people felt intimidated because of what I had achieved in my life, in that time, I needed help. And in that time, you should have been genuine. And in that time, you should have done a little bit more to set the scales and balance out everything and not make that be such a problematic and toxic and backwards ass environment. When people think that they can go to the elders and talk mess about you. And elders, I'm not always saying like 50 and up. I mean, you be 35, you could be 40, you could be 50, you older than me. So when when people think that they can go to these people because I seen it, oh, how you were today? Running around, trying to tell the people who was laughing, everybody doing stupid stuff. Not when it, then listen, I had to do what I had to do to keep a roof over Elijah's head, man. People will never understand what I went through, and it's not for everybody to understand. Like I said, God knew. He knows my heart, and he knows my temper, and he knows what I'm capable of. When I pray such a thing, and he ain't moved before, but he started moving towards the tail end of me being in that spot that gave me an opportunity to pick the hell up and go, he knows. It's not for everybody else to know because I let you play with me and touch me and do you know, girl, oh, girl, doing that like that. You know what I'm saying? It was time. It was time. It was time. It was time, you understand? So when God starts opening up things and I tell him, say, well, God, why ain't you work back then? Why you ain't give me that back then? Sometimes God can't bless you when you're in certain environments. He can't bless you when you're around certain people. It served its purpose. It was for then, it was for there, and now God about to move you into the now and what your future needs to be. Like I say, when God is trying to take you somewhere, I told you, he has to stretch you beyond measure. He has to stretch you. Ooh, he has to stretch you. He has to stretch you who I'm talking to because this shit hitting, boy. This shit hitting hard. He got to stretch you when you don't want to be stretched. He got to push you when you don't want to be pushed. He got to uphold you, uplift you. You got to move here. God, how I'm supposed to move? I ain't got this. Somehow, somewhere, you and me, the stranger on the street, say, baby, keep on pushing. Now, God heard your cries. So many times that done happened to me, boy, in the grocery store. Had people pull me to the side and say, hey, you know, you got a beautiful baby. Keep pushing, baby girl. God hear your prayers. He hear your prayers. Hey, hit me up sometimes. You know I'm a pastor over here. So when I got back to Houston, I built my network back like it never left. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say when God don't have things and he allows certain people to block off certain things, sitting up here, people was telling me, oh, I'm gonna move forward with you. Then next thing I know, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, we done close up the road. I said, okay, somebody working some bullshit, going behind my back, talking, telling people whatever. Like I said, when God pushed me to get up out of Austin and come back to Houston, it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me because when I got back here, he was opening up doors for me, boy. And I was gonna stay my ass where I was at. Ain't nobody finna run me off, especially when I ain't got a next plan of what I'm finna do. That's why I say when God started blessing you, it's finna be the same hoes in the same positions when they thought they was making you feel some type of way, when they thought it was all of them against you, you finna be moving forward and quicker than what the hell they moving. Just because they in a group. Can that group pay your bills? Can that group move you forward? Is that group bigger and more powerful than God? Oh, okay. Keep telling people, got to watch how you move. When you think you clocking somebody, when you think that you saying you could be sitting up here talking down against someone who God is using because you in the pulpit and you think you know better. Now if things start going wrong up in your life, you trying to figure out why. Well, you shouldn't have said what you said. God didn't tell you to say that, just like you trying to figure out who talking to this person if they talking to God and got a relationship with them. Let me tell you something like this. Don't matter what you say about me, no matter how I come on here. He sees my most vulnerable moments when I was about to give up. That's why I'm telling you, I was either going to kill somebody or God was going to move and someone's going to shake. I'm telling you right now, I was probably going to choke somebody to fucking death because I'm going to take all my anger out on them. That's why I tell people, stop thinking that you know somebody. Leave people the fuck alone. Make them faces to your damn self. Go to another house and do that shit. Why you got to do it around me? And if you're not finna do it around me, don't do it behind my back. Like I say, God can't bless you when you're around certain people. He can't bless you when you're around certain environments. So you may not understand why he ain't moving quick enough. He ain't moving fast enough. God will move on his perfect time, and his timing is always, like I say, he may not come when you want him, but he's an on-time God. I tell you that right now. As soon as I got back, boom, 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 boom. Because it ain't like I didn't have the degrees. It ain't like I didn't have the experience. Something was just keeping things on ice for me. And I'm telling you, them hoes finna feel it. Whatever you thought was cool, trying to alchemize and do things, work with things which you have no idea. See, when God tells me, I know you're frustrated, but calm your energy. Because I can't send that back and shoot that back if you're going to be just as rowdy and just as low vibrational and just as thug and rigid as them. I had to learn that. I can't fight with him when he tell me something. So whenever I'm frustrated, whenever I'm this and that, like I said, even though he was restoring my faith and things didn't move till I got back here, I can't question it. I just was grateful. And I always try to work on me and work on my temper, work on my attitude, work on forgiving people. I'm always working on me. And it's always a bitter, miserable, low vibrational sheep, goat, hoe, or warlock or wizard or dang witch that's out there trying to work me or work you while you out here working on yourself. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy work right there. You may never understand it. That's why I say where there's good, there's bad. So you got to understand, just the same way as God bless you to have that aura, people gonna see that on you, and it's either gonna disrupt and uproot they demons that's on them, which is why they hate you, they go for you, or it's gonna bring them a new sense of calm or peace where they vibe with you and they actually want to hear from you, learn from you, be with you, treat you better, respect you. You know what I'm saying? Either way it go, you got to take people whatever they show you at face value. But people in the problem, God about to solve them. No bad deed goes unpunished. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up and end that right there. You know what I'm saying? Take the message however it resonate with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending peace, love, blessings, my prayers out to anyone who's going through something, a difficult time. If anything of what I said resonate with you, y'all make sure that you're going to report these people, man. And get PIs, get detectives on it, follow up, do your due diligence, do what the hell you got to do. Find out what you got to find out. Don't let nobody sit up here and feel like they can punk you and bully you and play with you in your fucking face. Like you ain't finna sit up here and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray for justice. Like I said, you are that type of person. You was blessed. One of your powers is that willpower that you have that can't nobody take from you. So like I say, man, I'm sending my blessings out. You feel me? Hold your head up. Never let nobody see you sweat. You already know how I'm coming. If you need love, you got it in me. You need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one, brings others to the JC game. And until next time. Until next time. If they got to group up, if they got to tell lies, if they got to backdoor you, and that's the only way they feel that they can one-up you, you that dude and you that chick. Stop letting these broke niggas and these hoes treat you like you regular. You know you a boss and you deserve better. This ain't no plea deal. Please don't settle. Walk past that mirror and say, fuck that, I'm pressure. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed.